Hey Gemini, welcome or welcome back. It's good to see you. If this message resonates or you find it helpful, then it's for you. And if not, just leave it for someone else or return to it at a later time. Also, be sure to check out the description box where I will leave some journal prompts for you based on this reading. Okay, let's go into your pre-shuffled oracle cards. Then we'll move into tarot. And at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull one other oracle card to act as a closing message. So, the pre-shuffled oracle cards that have come forward for you are affluence, air, soulmate, guides, and at the bottom of the deck is focus. There's some Sagittarius energy in there. So this is actually really straightforward. I love this deck because no matter how many cards I pull, the messages are just so to the point. Your guides want to talk to you about something. Your guides are probably currently trying to talk to you about something. They're speaking to you all the time. The question is whether or not you are open to receiving their messages, which can arrive in all kinds of ways, right? But your guides are wanting to talk to you about something today. They're wanting to talk to you about this soulmate energy. There is some kind of soulmate energy that you are yearning for. Whether consciously or unconsciously, there is a desire in your heart, in your core, in your being, I feel. There's a desire for this soulmate experience. Now, a soulmate does not automatically imply a romantic partner, a romantic lover, or something like that. It totally can. For many of you, that's exactly what it is. You're yearning for that kind of romantic soulmate experience. If you're not looking for that, if you're not interested in that at this time, that's totally okay. The soulmate experience, to me, the way that I am perceiving this and reading this energy, it's the experience of being, I'm actually hearing the words in confluence with another person. So this could even be a coworker. This could be a friend. This could be your boss. This could be anything, right? Being not enmeshed in a bad way, but meshing with another person in such a way that you work so well together. You work so well together. Your energies are blended. It's like two puzzle pieces, right? Fitting together. So there's a yearning for that kind of experience in your life. And maybe you already have that experience with someone, right? Maybe you have an incredible best friend who you feel this way about. Like, we are just two peas in the pod and it's amazing. But maybe you're lacking that experience in your love life, or maybe you're lacking that experience in your work life, and you want so badly to just find some coworkers who you can get along with, or you want a boss that doesn't make you want to jump off a cliff, right? So take it as it resonates and apply it to your specific situation. But in some area of life, you're yearning for this kind of coherence with another person. And what your guides want to say about it is this. You, air, right? You're an air sign. You will only line up with that experience when you focus on and training with this energy of affluence and abundance from the inside out, right? So your guides are basically saying, if you are desperate for this and you are desiring it from a state of lack, when you're holding the perspective of, oh my gosh, I am not going to be okay without this. If I don't receive this soulmate experience or this cohesive, experience with another person, if I don't experience it, I'm not going to be okay. everything is going to be awful. My life is awful. This sucks. I'm not okay. I need this to almost like make up for some kind of void in me or whatever it is. If you're coming at it from this place of scarcity, you're actually pushing it away. So your spirit guides are saying the way to manifest it faster, ironically, or to line up with it, is to stop focusing on it in that way. Focus on yourself. What is the frequency that you are emitting? What is the vibration that you are holding? Do you feel whole unto yourself? Do you feel like you are your own soulmate first and foremost? Are you your own soulmate? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you enriching your own life to the furthest extent? Are you making the most of the cards you've been handed? Right? Are you vibrating on the frequency of affluence and abundance and fulfillment? Are you filling your own cup? Or are you waiting to be happy until this other person magically appears and then you'll give yourself permission to be happy? Right? Okay? Okay. So, a little like manifestation kind of 101 is what your spirit guides want to talk about. The Wild Unknown. That's the tarot deck I'm going to use for you. Show me Gemini, please. Show me Gemini. I also just keep seeing a forest. Almost, I don't know if it's like an evergreen forest, but it's a very vibrant green color. Ooh, the Hierophant. The Empress, good. Seven of Swords, yeah. Well, this is why you're craving the soulmate experience. Because it is the opposite of this. The Seven of Swords, okay, so the Seven of Swords represents the kind of big picture, overarching experience or archetypal like theme that you're moving through right now, right? Big picture experience in your life. Seven of Swords. This is deception. This is lies. This is sneaky behavior. This is even gaslighting, going behind each other's backs. It's just not good. It's not good. So moving through that kind of experience where you might be dealing with people who just, they don't have your best interest at heart. They are the opposite of this soulmate energy. It's like they're just out for themselves. They're totally just out for themselves. It sucks, but it happens, right? So this is the contrast that's giving rise to the soulmate desire. So the challenge, which we'll get into in just a second, but I imagine that the challenge is for you to practice being embodied in affluence while dealing with these kind of people. Having those kinds of relationships or interactions, right? But we've got the Hierophant for your internal experience currently, and the Empress for your external experience currently. So that's interesting. Okay, so with the Hierophant being your internal experience, some of you I feel are actually opening up to a deeper, more powerful connection to spirit and your spirit guides. So some of you may be receiving those messages from your spirit guides already, or hopefully this reading is confirmation that the messages you're receiving are actually legitimate. Okay, they're legitimate. But I also just get this intuitive feeling when I look at the Hierophant that something's not off. I just don't like it. The feeling is harsh. There's tension in my body, 1010 on the timer. It's almost like you're having this internal sort of epiphany or download that something is off. Something needs to change. There is an old energy in your life that needs to be, I'm hearing, disrupted. Let me just channel. You're telling me this is wrong. This is wrong. This isn't right. This isn't right. I don't like it. I'm seeing the bigger picture. Maybe that's why I keep seeing a forest, because every time I saw a forest, it was from up above. So it's like you're not getting lost in the details, right? You're like zooming out and seeing the bigger picture of something, a situation, a relationship. I can't keep myself confined in this energy anymore. Okay, that's what you're saying. I'm just going to clarify the Hierophant really quick. Clarify this Hierophant, please. What is this internal experience that Gemini is moving through? And there is a lightning bolt in this picture, and it is almost like a lightning strike. Like the spiritual download that you're receiving, or the spiritual big picture perspective that you're receiving, it's a key to your understanding of something, and it is disruptive. It's causing some kind of internal disruption. Whoa. I love tarot. The Tower. There's that lightning strike again. Talk about disruption. Yeah, so you are internally having a Tower card moment. You're having an internal kind of epiphany because of your connection to spirit. It's like, yeah. Whoa. It's electric. It's an electric current flowing at, it's almost like your guides are like, something's got to go. Something's got to change. Some old energy is not. So, but then your external experience is the Empress, which is so beautiful and delicious. It's divine feminine, leaning back, creativity and receiving. So maybe on the outside, maybe because you are practicing embodying more of a divine feminine kind of flow state, and you're just kind of receiving and allowing things to unfold. You're just kind of taking it in almost. You're taking something in. Daughter of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. Yeah, you're listening to your intuition. You're just receiving these messages. That's what's allowing you to have this internal epiphany. Okay. Okay, so what's the challenge? What's the challenge for Gemini? What's the challenge that Gemini is facing, please? Eight of Pentacles. This was also part of the challenge for Pisces, and there's also a lot of green and Pisces energy. Three of Pentacles, more Pentacles, yeah. 10 of Pentacles, dang. All Pentacles. Son of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is Knight of Cups. Okay, you're dealing with people who are just immature. Yeah, you're just dealing with people who are immature. I mean, that's the Seven of Swords too. So that in and of itself is a challenge, right? But these 3 Pentacles cards representing your challenge, it's fascinating. The challenge for you, in a big picture kind of way, is like navigating the practical day-to-day reality of your situation. I feel like you do have a strong connection to spirit, to your intuition, to your own emotions, even, and your truth, right? Like you're pretty locked in on that. And that's probably why it's so difficult to navigate the day-to-day reality of dealing with these immature people or an immature person. This 8 of Pentacles, it feels entangled. It's like you're in it. You're fully locked in and entangled in a situation. Potentially this is a work situation, or just some kind of relationship that you've been giving, some kind of relationship or situation that you've been giving your time and energy to for a minute. So you're like attached and entangled now. It's not, from your perspective, it doesn't feel so easy to just leave, right? The 3 of Pentacles is about collaborating. It is the energy of collaboration, being able to effectively work with other people. So within this situation that you're entangled and attached to, you're struggling to be able to cooperate with this person or these people. And the 10 of Pentacles is a literal, almost exact reflection of this affluence card. Like, I cannot even. Look at that. The shape of the pentacles. So it's exactly what I said. Like, how the heck do you start vibrating in this energy of total abundance and affluence when you're dealing with what you're dealing with? It's very distracting to deal with energies that are literally the exact opposite of soulmate energy, the exact opposite of co-creation and coordination and collaboration, communication, effective communication. How do you do that? So let's look at advice. What's the advice for Gemini? All right, Spirit, what's the advice? And then after this, I'm going to pull one more oracle card as a closing message. Advice for Gemini, please, Spirit. How the heck is Gemini supposed to embody abundance and affluence while they're still in this situation or relationship? I didn't mean to, but I saw 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to take it. The Moon. 7 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. This is interesting. Okay, all of these cards together are kind of adding up to what I'm hearing just intuitively is do not be afraid to stand alone. So it's almost like within the situation that you're entangled in, how much can you effectively isolate yourself from these other people or these energies that are not, they're low vibe. For lack of a better term. Like, how can you insulate yourself from these low frequency energies? You may still have to interact with them to a certain extent, but But with this Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is independently created abundance. Like, you created this for yourself, by yourself, right? And look at how the feathers are kind of protecting the pentacles. This is about energetic protection. When you're in a situation you cannot easily get out of, you've got to practice energetic protection. Allow your intuition to guide you. Answers may not be very clear right now or straightforward, but your intuition, where was it? Oh, it was the Page of Cups, right? Your intuition is totally speaking to you. That divine feminine energy. Look at the moon in both cards. Let yourself be guided by your own inner knowing. And the Seven of Wands is kind of playing off of that Nine of Pentacles. This is defending yourself. This is standing tall in your own truth and not letting these, I'm hearing wobbly energies derail you or influence you, or like it's almost the energy of don't stoop to their level. Don't match them, right? Defend yourself, defend your position, stand up for yourself, have strong boundaries, super strong boundaries on every level, right? And the Five of Pentacles is an interesting, I'm going to channel through it. Okay, this is an invitation for you to process any sense of loss or grief or loneliness that may arise out of this. It almost might feel for a little while like until you can physically exit the situation, you may feel a little bit lonely in the situation. And this is just an invitation for you to hold space for those emotions. And again, to just, Spirit is reiterating, to recognize that if you're feeling a little bit alone or lonely or lost in the situation or the relationship, it's actually a step in the right direction, basically. Because you're detaching yourself and protecting yourself. You're not so enmeshed, at least energetically. And that is actually opening up a space for you to start focusing on and in training with higher frequencies, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay, closing message for Gemini from Alice the Wonderland Oracle. Closing message for Gemini. Please, Spirit. I just heard turquoise. You may want to work with the energy of turquoise, the crystal. And lavender, I'm hearing. That'll help you to stay calm amidst immature people, negative energies. It'll bring you back to your own center. Final closing message for Gemini, Spirit. Ooh. Ooh. I don't think I have ever pulled this card from this deck ever. Not from myself, not for myself, not for anybody else. Number 30. Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. All right, I'm going to read you exactly what the guidebook says, and then we'll be done. The situation Alice finds herself in is patently unfair. No one should be judged, convicted, or serve a sentence prior to the evidence being heard, but this is the situation Alice finds herself within. This could be what is taking place in your world. Unfair as it may be, someone wants to judge you before they know you, convict you before they understand your side of the story, and they most certainly have not examined any evidence. Nevertheless, they wish to judge. Well, that's immature. As Alice so bravely does, you must speak up and say it is unfair and wrong. That's that. Okay. It is not right for you to be judged, but another person wishes to do so. Unless you speak up, there could be very strong consequences. Speaking up, turquoise, will help you with your throat chakra. When you are told to be quiet and to tolerate the judgments being made about you, this card urges you to speak up against injustice and object to what is taking place. Your opinion of yourself is what is most valuable. You can state your case clearly with strength and power, and doing so will help you remember just how very strong you are, how very admired you are, how worthwhile and decent you are. You are worthy of respect, fairness, and kindness. If you are being treated poorly, speak up. When you do so, the spell will be broken, and people will see that your side of the story is well worth listening to. Never allow another to steal your self-worth. Wow. Perfection. All right, Gemini. I hope that this was helpful or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you, and be sure to check out those journal prompts in the description box. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.